Let me say, Senator Kerry, or should I say Mr. Chairman, since you are still our committee's chair, that deeply humbled to preside over the committee today as we consider your nomination. We're honored to welcome you as the President's nominee for a position you have most deservedly earned. From the first time you testified before Chairman Fulbright as a young returning Vietnam War hero in 1971 to the day the President nominated and announced your nomination as Secretary of State. You may not be aware of it, but you will be the first member of this panel to ascend directly to the position since Senator John Sherman of Ohio became President McKinley's Secretary of State more than 100 years ago. So you are clearly making history once again. Yours is a big chair to fill, and I will do my best today to live up to your example. I've watched your lead on the committee with an equally deep and abiding commitment to get to the heart of the matter, always probative, always open to debate, always ready to mitigate disagreements, always looking for the truth, for answers, uncovering the facts, hearing all the evidence, and then publicly speaking truth to power based solely on what was the best interest of the nation. As a senator, as a member of this committee, and as chairman, you have already built strong relationships with leaders around the world, which will help you seamlessly into the role of Secretary of State. You will need no introduction to the world's political and military leaders, and will begin on day one fully conversant not only with the intricacies of U.S. policy, but with an understanding of the nuanced approach necessary to effectively interact on the multinational stage. When Vice President Biden sat in this chair, he said on more than one occasion, good international relationships are always predicated on strong interpersonal relationships. I think we can all agree that you have set the highest standard for developing those relationships throughout your career, and as Secretary of State, you will continue to strengthen those relationships on behalf of the President and the furtherance of American foreign policy. I'll have some questions later on policies and your views, including how you explain to world leaders how you could have been rooting for the Boston Red Sox instead of what the world knows is the New York Yankees as the team of the world. But let me say, Mr. Chairman, it's been a pleasure working with you and looking forward to continuing to work with you on the issues you've championed over the years. Fighting global terrorism, preventing the spread of nuclear, biological, chemical weapons, fighting for human rights and against HIV, AIDS around the world, fighting crime, corruption, drug trafficking, and standing up, as you always have, for the interests of the Foreign Service around the world. In your new role, should you be confirmed, and I know you will, your portfolio will be greatly expanded. You will be center stage, representing the interests of all of us, from securing our embassies and protecting our overseas personnel, to promoting commerce, enhancing cross-cultural ties, and keeping America secure through cooperation where possible and isolation where necessary, as in the case of Iran. And of course, it goes without saying that you have truly been a world leader on one of the most consequential issues of our time, climate change. And it heartens me to know that someone with your commitment to the issue will be our voice to the world. The fact is, whatever the challenges we will face, in my view, the State Department could not be in better hands. When it comes to America's role in world affairs, I know we agree that it is critical that the United States remain fully engaged, that we project not only the power of our military strength when necessary, but the wisdom of our democratic ideals as we adjust to the new threats and new demands we will inevitably face. And there is no doubt you will be tested in your new role as Secretary, nor is there any doubt that you will pass any tests with honors, as you always have. Before I recognize Senator Corker, let me thank you on behalf of the committee for all you have done through your long and illustrious career here in the Senate and in the chairmanship of this committee. In anticipation of your confirmation by the full Senate, I wish you good luck and Godspeed on the many journeys that lie ahead, and we will look forward to having a close working relationship with you as the next Secretary of State.